Так, все, начали. Отлично. Alright. Okay. So, welcome back. My audio still works, and I checked. My music does not get picked up by the microphone, which is really nice. So, yeah, I could actually just turn it on right now for myself. Oh, I forgot this was here. Okay, I need to move this. Yeah, okay. So, alright, today I'm just drawing this last panel of this page. Can you see my mouse? Hold on, wait, why can you not see my mouse? Ah, I see. Yeah, so yeah, this page, last panel. Yeah, okay, that's an interesting thing. I didn't know you could, I don't know how that worked. Okay, yeah, so, yeah. Let me just turn this on. Wait, there's gotta be like more like fun songs I could listen to for this. Maybe this playlist. Так. Ну. Не совсем не то. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's nice. Okay. So, yeah. I have a mouse here, right? You can see the little things like react to it, but you can't actually see the mouse until I click. That's why I find that really funny. Again, anyways. Yeah, so here it is. Need to get off of this there. That's right, that tool. Okay, so yeah, I'm drawing someone looking down. So oh, I'm still in lowered opacity. Hold up. I was so confused there for a second. Alright, and now I make this look an actual circle. Give or take. I'm gonna delete this anyways. Okay. So yeah. Thinking about looking down is that this is just like way shorter here. And I need to consider too small for perspective anyways. But yeah, basically now it's not half of the face, it should be like here. So where the eyes are, give or take. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that works. I really should be more smooth with my lines. Yeah. So yeah, just for symmetry's sake, this is bearable to look at as I draw it. I'm just gonna make that thinner. And this isn't symmetrical. It's annoying. Okay, why is that? That's because this isn't in the middle. Because the circle isn't correct. This is annoying. Okay. Well, the way to fix this is to I guess that, and then here, that's passable, except for the fact that this head's not too big. It's actually more like this. So that goes away. I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Acceptable. And I had this guideline here, just for consistency's sake. Okay. I'll clean all this up later. Alright, my paranoia is coming up again. Like, I know it's not getting picked up by the microphone, but my paranoia is coming up again for some reason. About the music. Ugh, I'll turn it off. So I'll just take these headphones off in general. I don't actually need them. I'm not like monitoring any of the audio anyways. I don't even know how that's done. Okay, how do I do the eyes here? I still forgot to add in the eye shape on my character page. I'm so stupid. Okay. Guess I'll just reference this. Can I be how should I say this? Can I be a fake artist and just like take this and just like copy it? Oh, it comes with the mouth too. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Wait, does it come with the nose? It does. Alright, well, I'll just figure out what to do with that. Where is the eye texture coming from on this one? No, I don't know what I did, but that was probably not correct. There it is. Okay, here's the eye texture, so that's perfect. Now what I do is I take this and duplicate it. Right, and now I just drag it down. Wait, do I drag it up or down? What panel is it? Oh, this is why I should label these. Okay. Oh no, here it is. Okay. Yep, perfect. Alright, and now the trick is that we take this and we just take it down like this. And then we scale rotate and just make it this like that. Scale it down. And then oh, the angle's wrong. Never mind. Never mind. That doesn't work. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, because yeah, this person's not looking down. So okay, all right. Well, in that case, I need to reference the other time I have this person looking like slightly down. Just this one, which I need to clean up, by the way. Also, this is on mechanical pencil, which is a horrible idea. But I did this a while ago. So, okay, so here is how these eyes look. I have them kind of okay. Alright, okay, duck. Do. Make this thicker. Like that, and then I just kind of like just sort of do that. I guess. And then do. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't know if that's actually correct because, right, when you look up, right, your eyelid moves up with you. So like your eyelid will subconsciously move up. Well, like when you're looking down, your eyelid is actually gonna look down with you a little bit. Alright. So I think it's actually probably more like that. And I should have all that explaining on a different layer. That's not okay. So yeah, I don't know. Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure. Or is it? I mean, like the thing is, right? This is thin enough where you could think of it as like if she were looking up, then the eyelid would be here, right? Or like here-ish, right? And then like this looking down is like, because there's like a limit to how far it's gonna go down. Like it's not gonna go down all the way, right? Wait, hold on. Oh no, it will. It will. Okay, no. So yeah, I was wrong. Never mind. Let me. Where is my? Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. I just lost my phone for a second. Let me just looking down. Okay. Okay, so this isn't exactly what I thought. This isn't exactly like I'm getting basically like a bunch of references of like that. Hold on, like do like here. Like I guess that also is looking down, but like that's not what I meant. Bro, not a single one. This sucks. So yeah, there's this one reference that I sort of like, where it's like more sort of looking down like this, and then like looking to the side, kind of a side and up, right? Or in this case, sad face, right? But this gives more worried rather than like not depressed, but like what's it called? Ashamed? Yeah, I think ashamed is more the correct. So that's not really what I'm looking for. What if I try to search for an ashamed expression? Just like that. Okay, so yeah, ashamed doesn't have like a lot of blush, so that's interesting. I guess I can do that. What are these results? Oh boy. Okay, I need to add the word expression to this. Hold on. Yeah, so this is too much. Ooh, maybe if I instead, right, instead of having the eye look down, because that actually gives too much, I can like have it like it looks sideways a little bit, right, to basically be like, don't know what you're talking about type thing, right? No, that's too far. If I here, right? Ish. This eye is too small in general, by the way. I'm gonna have to like size it up, but like just purely as does that look right? Um. Like what if I was like add eyebrows? Can I give anything? This. No. No. Oh, this might actually, but yeah, it doesn't like necessarily drastically change anything to the point where I like genuinely change my opinion. What if I was to scale it up? There's nothing here. Why is it scaling this part? So, like why? Like I erased everything. Why is it still insisting there's something here? It's gonna be like 1 pixel. That's like expanding my box. Here, give or take. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I might size it up again later. Let me try and duplicate this and then see if that works out. Okay, yeah. I don't want to draw this again. I think I probably can. I just don't want to test it because I did not warm up again. How should I actually create that process? Like I feel like, because the thing is, I have zero motivation to warm up unless I'm recording it. Because like, oh, why would I do that? There's no real point. And then, oh no. Hold on. Give it a minute. Hold on a second. Here, do. Perfect. Okay. Why do I have this? It's not supposed to be there. Yeah, something along these lines. I think I might need to actually size these eyes up just a little bit. So here, yes, apply it. And then here, yeah, just a tiny bit. Okay, yeah. So I'm liking the general. What's it called? General. Mirrors layer below. So the general look of this. By the way, my quote unquote center line is very much not on center. I don't even think I need these anymore. There we are. Okay. Yeah. So that sort of works, I guess. Okay, next challenge is the nose. Oh wait, no, hold on. Eyebrows. So if I was to go like that and like that, no, that gives glare. That's not. That and that. Ooh, wait. So hold on. Right here. That gets confused. So what if I was to go here and then here? That gives exasperated. Okay. If I was to go here, here. That gives worried. That could give awkward, I feel like. How about this? I feel like that, yeah, this still gives worry. That gives almost smug, I feel like. Here, 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 here. Yeah, so again, yeah, so this curving slightly and then this being less curved does give this more of an awkward-esque expression, which is more of what I'm going for. This is bothering me. Okay, yeah, so I think this might be also bothering me. I think that might be the, yeah, I'll make that better later. So yeah, eyebrows like that would be sort of kind of going like this. I feel like I should talk about something, but like I don't know what. Is that how those eyebrows were? No, not in the slightest actually. I'm not particularly consistent on how these eyebrows look in general, but still I should be, so you make them a little bit thinner. And then I need to give off that like, yeah, like, so like there's like a bend here. I need to maintain that bend even in this position. So here, here, and then like that. And once again, eyebrows can be messy because it's hair, so there's a lot more leniency in that case. And then here, right? Wait, no. Gosh, that was the sound of my stand moving for the tablet thingy. By the way, I hear people often like, whenever they like do any kind of like drawing like streams or whatever, they sometimes like link what they use. I don't know if I should do that. I feel like that might be a good idea at some point. Ooh, so this is good, right? But small issue. Way too much distance. But I also don't want to get rid of the eyebrows. I think the eyebrows themselves are fine, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to and I'm just going to individually rotate them, individually put them down, individually rotate, put down. Yep, that looks a lot better. Actually, them being at different distances does actually create sort of a look that I kind of like. So if I was to like, okay, that's just not realistic. Here, like that. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Okay, all right. Alright, how would I make a nose from these? So I could be could be lazy, right? And do that. Could be fancy and do that. That doesn't look correct. So yeah, I'm just gonna be lazy. I should go more curve this way. Just to kind of follow the general direction of everything else. So do that way, and then maybe something like that. Alright, and what we add in here is we add Dublin. We add in teeth. Right. And then we merge this with the mouth layer because I need to fill some stuff. So, oh, no, actually no, I don't need to. So, merge with layer below still because I do want them merged. What I can do is I can go to a different layer and I can add the mechanical pencil. So here, mechanical pencil shades a lot better and it has a lot more texture to it. Here. I might change it later. There's a chance. There's a very good chance I might change it later. Because yeah, this is too flat. That's not normal. That's how mouths actually look. So, especially not from this angle. So, yeah, actually I'm going to change it right now. So, if I was to kind of go here, and then I was to just slightly curve it. Yeah, see, that gives a little bit better of an impression. So, not too much, but marginally better. Which, okay, yep, that works. All right, I might make the pupils a little bit larger on the eyes. Let's see. So here. Okay, yeah, so the pupils on here are a little bit small, right? And they give maybe a little bit more, a little bit of a different emotion than I was originally looking for. So, yeah. Well, they do need to look in the same direction. They need to be a little bit bigger, so like maybe like this. Yeah, that's better, I think. And here, and that's, no. Yeah, more or less, give or take. I think that's better. Okay, so, okay, now that I have that done, right, I need to work on a couple of things, right? So first I need to work on the, let's see, so, yeah, all that's left is hair and shoulders, and then, oh, actually ears, almost forgot. So, once again, ears, basic structure, here, 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 here. What did I just undo? Basic structure. Give or take. It's like a rectangle. Allow me to look something up. Wouldn't me the ball. My pen fell. Or stylus. Is that what it's called? I think it's called stylus, right? That's weird. I distinctly remember this being a lot different. Yeah, alright, well, I can just give up. Okay. Alright, I don't have to be that fancy. I couldn't find the specific bit of my notes where I broke down ear structure, or like ear structure was broken down. So we're left with this. That's way too big. Okay, never mind. Also, I need to consider the angle of this. So actually this would be here, because the head is looking down. So yeah, that looks a little bit better. I think I actually might, just a little bit, might put it up. I don't want to go too far with it. I guess this isn't all too round, and I don't know if I like that, or if I should make this a little bit more. So and doing that, and then taking this bit out. How does that look? That does not look right. That does not look smooth with the rest of the skin, so it should be here. Maybe. Also, this angle here is a lot more than this angle here. I need to change that because everything needs to be at least give or take symmetrical. I know there's a symmetry tool on Studio Clip, but I don't want to use it because, well, one, takes away work from me, and two, I suck at using it because it never works out for me for some reason. Like, it never works properly. Oh boy. Oh no. Hold on, is that... Where do I have it here? How do I have it here? I need to detail a lot of this. Oh boy. Oh, basically everything before page 12 needs to be like made a little bit better. Like I started that process up here, right? But I don't even think I finished it for this one. And I still need to do these. And that. Oh no. I'm so screwed. Okay, I'll do it at one point, sooner or later. But yeah. Anyways, the way I have it here is, well, first of all, my nose is a lot different here. Also, the hair is inconsistent, but that's because I didn't have the character page done yet at that point. Okay, just purely out of curiosity, how would this look? Does that look better or worse? Let me see. Here, yeah, hairline would be like here-ish, give or take. Here-ish, give or take. Yeah. Oh, you can't see these lines. On the unless I zoom in. On the screen. Yeah, that's funny. I can see them basically like all the way from here. Okay, so. I'll just take that out. I'm gonna like look back. I've actually found out multiple times in the recording when I look back on them, right? Times when I like erased something and I was like which at the time I thought like, oh, this is like absolutely horrible. It's like an abomination, right? I just like there was just nothing redeeming about what I just made. So I erase it, right? And then I look back in the recording and it's like, oh, it's actually completely fine. What am I talking about? So yeah, I think this needs to be a little bit made wider. Just a small amount. Yeah, I think that's not. Oh, okay. So yeah, see. I think this is a little bit too late. So something about it doesn't feel right. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually not going. I'm gonna go all the way back to here, and I think this was actually fine. So as long as I take out this bit here, right? Yeah, I think that was fine. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fuck. What layer is this? Alright, I'm gonna organize my layers really quickly. So this is the face. That's not the face, this is the face. Okay, yeah, and then I'm gonna put this and then this into the head layer. Oops, where did I put it? There it is. Yeah, and I just clean things up a little bit. What are these? They don't matter. Actually delete them. That's just two random layers that I never used. Okay, so alright. Ow. Okay. Oh my goodness, I can think now. Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was nice. Okay. Wait, no, what is this? I don't even know how to use these layers, I'm gonna be honest. I've never actually... Oh, be gone. Delete. Yes. Good. Perfect. Alright. That's way too big. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Because I don't want to approximate that size. Thing is, I can approximate size if I'm like drawing like on this scale. Sorry, if I'm drawing like this. Here, right? Okay, that's a bad example. But like, give or take, that's approximately the same size. But like, when I'm drawing like zoomed in like this, I can't tell how big this is on this scale. So, what if I actually just try and what if I actually just try and that's a little bit too big. It's a little bit too big. It's not as bad as the other one, but it's a little bit too big. No. Is that a little too small? Might be. Yeah, I think it's a little too small. So let's go up a little. Let's go down this much. Yeah, I think that's more or less fine. Oh, but see, this is on a different level than this, so maybe if I just shift it up, maybe that'll fix my problems. Here, yeah, that's fine. I can just shift it up. Okay. Now it's too high. Oh, fundamentally this shape, right, is like more steep here and like less steep here, so actually I need to basically go here, here, like that, right? No. You know what? I am tired of this, so I'll just duplicate it. Flip it and put it here. Alright, now I can't say anything about it. Alright, good. Why does it not look so? That's... So now this, which I copied off of this, looks too thin. So I think it's because these lines are a lot thicker than these. And I think that's messing with me a little bit. Okay. That's infuriating. Okay. Alright. Gotta fill the ears in. Here, like that. And like that, give or take. Oh, but it's not angled, shut up. I'll make that cleaner later. I don't want to ruin anything just yet. Yeah. So yeah. What layer is this? Or sorry, layer folder. Yeah, that's right. That's where that should be. Yeah, the face is here. Okay, so I have the ears done, right? And now what I need to do is I need to get the hair and shoulders. Right, so one thing that I might want to do before that is I might want to scale everything up to the way that I want it, because I don't want to draw more shoulder than I have to. Because this is way too, like, the entire head here is way too small. I need to scale it up in general. So if I go like here, right, and then I go here, what are these layers? Doesn't matter, they're getting scaled up too. I'll scale that up, sure. No, okay, you know what, fine. And then, yeah, that doesn't need scaling. Okay. Scale. Yep, okay. I like that. Alright. So here, right, and now we have to consider what's the actual posture, right? So okay, I just add like 3 separate layers that do nothing into this folder, and I didn't know that. Hold on. So all of these layers, yeah, they do nothing. Okay. Alright, so posture-wise, right? How is this person, like, if I was to, like, do a side view, right? So this person is, like, here. And then they are looking down, actually, so they should be looking more like here. Down, right? Down, down, down. And so it should be like that, right? And then So if that's the, like, so the question is, right, are they leaning their shoulders forward or not? Right? Because if they are, then that means I have to draw like that, kind of. Right. But okay, so basically, like give or take, right? So how is this gonna happen? So yeah, that's fine. The other thing is like it's supposed to be just here. Yeah. So what that would, if I just drew the shoulders like here, right? What that would mean is that this person is like looking down like this, right? And then their shoulders are all the way here, and they're like hunching this way. So they're basically like looking down with their back, not their neck, right? So like here, right? These muscles compress, these muscles stretch in order to make the head look down, right? Here, these muscles compress, these muscles stretch to make the entire head and shoulders go down. How would one... Hold on, so... In theory... Yeah, I think the neck is a little bit better of an idea on this one, purely because the only time when you would like lean back like this is when you're trying to like hide away. Which actually, no, that could be the case. That could be the case for this expression. So, basically, when you're trying to express awkwardness, you're trying to. I mean, is there a hideaway aspect to that? Let me think. Because, like, yeah. So on one hand, you could just like. Oh, one thing that I do is I slightly turn my head as well. But I've already drawn this, and it's taking me 40 minutes to do that, so no, that's not happening. But yeah, I don't lean forward. I just put my head down. So okay, all right. So this it is. So we're gonna take out these. And we're basically gonna like do this-ish. Okay, now then, I need to... Okay, so yeah, if this happens, I need to make the neck a lot shorter. So here the neck is fairly long, but here the neck needs to be same-ish width, which goes here to here, so that goes from here to here, I think, right? It goes actually here to here. And it needs to go maybe down to here before we start encountering collarbones. Actually, the collarbones need to be more in front like that, and more in front like that. Like that. No. Like that. Sort of. Okay. Alright, another thing to consider, right, is does this person have visible collarbones? Have I already established that? I feel like I might have at one point. Let me look through here. I detailed this guy's eyes, not hers. This, I don't know why I did that. Here, perhaps. So, not far enough. By the way, this shirt needs to hang over here a little more. Okay, yeah. So I did. Okay, it does have visible collarbones. All right. What did I just do? Okay. Yeah. Actually, no. The collarbone should be even more forward. So. I can't draw with the mouse. Okay. So just purely for plan's sake, I'm gonna and then just move that forward. Yeah, give or take. Okay. 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 Guess so. Okay. All right. Now to construct. Because yeah, even in this case. Oh wait, no. Yeah, actually, shoulders don't move forward at all. There's no leaning of the back. So basically, I'm just drawing this again, just with a shorter neck. Okay. Yeah, it's doable. Yeah. I'm going to just do. You know, I'm not just explaining this stuff. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be too long. It's just like in general, like going through the process of explaining it, helps me as well. Because like I usually don't actually think about. What's its name? What's it called? Overall posture, and that's actually a massive problem for me. Not because I like things I know how it works in theory, right? I just never actually like take the time to actually like consider it as like anywhere near as important of a thing. Oh wait, problem. So thing is, right, collarbones, they extend all the way to here, right? Extend all the way to your shoulder actually. And so if I already have them like this, then here, and then this muscle here ends at the collarbone. Again, I forget if that was the trapezius muscle or something else. Because yeah, this is basically like a back muscle, right? It goes like up the back of your neck. And so in fact, actually in this case, it would actually not be higher. Okay, so. Okay, yep, never mind. I just thought it was gonna be higher because the head is down. That's not the case. Okay, yeah. And then so from here, it's actually gonna be your deltoid. That's gonna be like. Oh no, actually, there's one more. Here, there's like a bone-ish here. This bone is part of your. Whatever this is called. It's called Lopatkin. Oh, sorry. So you have like your ribs here, right? Collarbones here, and then you have on the back, right? You have these thingies. So they extend here, and then your what's it called? Your upper arm bone, whatever that's called, is here, and then your deltoids actually come out from here, and then another bit of it connects to here, and then another bit of it connects to back there, and then it kind of goes over like that. So yeah, you consider that bone. Here, like that. And then here, like that. So for this here, be somewhat like this, and like that. And this wouldn't be visible necessarily. And there might be something that would make that a little bit more like that, because human shoulders are very annoying in the sense that they're a very complex structure. Yeah, okay, so I was wrong. So this actually hangs off more than it does like that, because it would like pop up like that if the person's buff, but this person isn't supposed to be. So yeah. Give or take. These shoulders specifically are a little bit too narrow. So notice how here basically like it goes like this isn't the shoulder. How thick did I make this shirt? Huh? Cause like that'd be here. I mean, I don't want to change it now because it's too late, but my goodness. Ooh, actually, I missed a bit of shading here. Now I think about it. I might fix it later. Yeah, so these shoulders are a little bit too narrow. I might want to make them a little bit more. So here, here, yeah. And then because of this downward angle, right, whenever you look down, here, fine. It's a horrible neck. Basically, since we're looking from here, as opposed to looking this here, right? We're looking from a lower point, so I need to draw in a little bit more shoulder. All right, okay. Okay. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to do that. Okay, and then oh, it's the neck. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so what I do is I just take this and I outline it on a different layer. Outline on a different layer. And then I take this and I erase it from this layer. That's too small. That's fine-ish, I guess. Alright, and now what I can do to this layer, right? Now that's just shoulders. I can do this, and I can... What is over here? Is there something over here that I missed? Wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Hold on. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I think there is something beyond the panel here. Right. So now, in theory, it should be gone. Yes, it's gone. Okay, so yeah, there was something beyond the panel. All right, here. Is that? It's too wide. Yep, that's better. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I can live with that. Alright. So. What does that sound like? I just moved the microphone. Like, why does that make me... Oh, I can see it now. Okay, yeah. Okay, never mind. My bad. Okay, so next step, we make the hair. So I'm gonna put this into this folder, and then I'm going to close it. And I'm gonna make a new folder. I'm gonna put the hair, the shoulders in it. All right. The neck and shoulders. Okay, yeah. So all right. Now, when we consider the hair, the thing we have to consider once again is duck. Here, right? Here we have our person looking down, right? Who's that neck? Oh wait, hold on. I made this ish here, right? And they have some hair, right? Now, their hair should go down like this. Here, 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 and in theory, some of it can actually even spill over to the other side of the neck, because when you put your head down, right, your neck is actually more like this. Sorry, here, here, with your shoulders being in the same place. So yeah, all right. So yeah, I have to consider the fact that like this neck is actually practically not flat necessarily, but it's like sloped like that kind of. So it's like there should be hair flowing over like this way. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'll make this better later. Once again, start off with the hairline. So the hairline should be here, here, here. I don't know, give or take here, here. That's not supposed to be slanted actually. So here, here, here. Is that where it was here? So yeah, it was pretty far above. Okay, yeah. So yeah, now I have to consider that. And I would argue that the bangs here should be going. So like maybe here-ish, and then line-wise, I believe to make here. Maybe I can do that. That would be fun. I have no clear line of hair in my notes, so I'll probably ignore it. It won't. It's very unlikely to change anything. I'm not like a hair expert, honestly. I've been doing this for an hour. Oh no. Should I like start making these things shorter and then like splitting them up? Because like the thing is, when it comes to working, right? It's especially when you're like sitting down and stuff and doing that and like not moving too much. What's it called? I heard that it's like good for your health to what's it called? I heard it's good for your health to to like move around every like hour or so ish, like for like maybe like even like 5 minutes. Yeah, so these are a lot shorter here. Yeah, I think I made these way too long. So, yeah, so like it might be a good idea. Maybe not today, but maybe someday in the future to just like shorten these sessions up, and then like just I can post like 2 videos a day. It's fine, as long as I like, you know. I mean, like these none of this is like high effort in terms of what's it called? In terms of like actual video making skill. I don't actually have that. I'm just basically recording what I'd be doing anyways. So there isn't really much that I lose from like just like splitting these recordings up. Or maybe what I could do, right, is I could actually get an editing software and then just edit out my breaks. That actually could work too, when I think about it. I think that's how people usually do it, actually. Yeah, that might be better, but I need to like mark somehow in the like recording how and when I take my break, like, because I don't want to. No, but I actually have to get an editing software for that. Would editing software even exist? I didn't even know that. Oh, that's an eraser tool. My bad. Here. Okay, yeah. And now for the back of the hair again, it's supposed to be messy-ish. So, and now it's not leaning to one side, so it has to be more or less equal. But I can. So yeah, on this side of the line, it should all be going this way, and this side should all be going that way. So here. And then once again, I reiterate the point that it should fall over the shoulders a little bit now. Not too much, because we have to also consider the fact that it moved from one point to another. So it actually wouldn't fall like this at all. Because it moved from one point to another, the longer strands are not. I mean, actually, at this point, all these are longer strands. How would they fall? Hold on, let me think. So, yeah, okay. So what we would actually have, right, at this point. So the way that hair falls is we just think of, once again, our like person here, right? So they have hair. Right, hair is a bunch of little strings. So when they're like this, right, the strings hold on because they're held up by the shoulders as well, and like the ears here, right? So they actually hold on, but they like bend in. And occasionally what happens is one of these, like here, will like come loose, and it'll like go that way, and it'll fall like that, right? And so it doesn't all happen at once, and if this is only happened for like a second, and it could be here. Yeah, so it would be more like kind of like that. That's more the physics of how it would actually fall. And especially the shorter strands that only reach to here, they're going to fall as well. And then the longer strands are going to be, give or take, untouched by this. They will... Yeah, so yeah, strands like this wouldn't exist, actually. Sorry. Yeah, these wouldn't exist right here. Okay, once again, my lines are way too messy for this one. Here. And yeah, I don't like strands like this, because yeah, once again, these would not be here. What would happen, right, in the case of messy hair, is here, and there'll be small little strands that make it off of it, right? And so yeah, those can be all over the place because those have enough structural integrity to not bend under gravity as much. Then like longer, bigger strands no longer have the ability to just like, unless it's like curly hair, which it doesn't seem to be, honestly. I'm gonna be honest. That's not how curly hair looks. Yeah, something along these lines. Okay, yeah, and I also almost forgot to add this bit in. Okay, alright. Now we need to go into this. Oh yeah, because scaled it. Yeah, that's right. Yes, here it is, and I'll just erase this bit here. Okay, alright. Yeah, that works. Okay. Okay, now we need to figure out the ears. So yeah, here again, this would happen. So yeah, this would definitely not exist, right? Because this is very much in the front, so like without question. But I'm gonna do a multiple layers eraser. So I don't want to keep switching between layers for this. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely not going to show. This too, definitely not going to show. All right. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Yeah. So I should have done on this layer probably, but whatever. Okay. Yeah. So here's this. All right. And now I need to figure out. Okay. All right. Now checklist for the final stretch. So 1, 2, 2, shirt. 2, fill hair. Is this hair too much? Like I feel like if it ended here, it might be a little better. You know what? Hair adds volume. It's fine. Fill hair and then shade. Oh, and texture. Wait, is that actually how the ensign is done? I always remember it being like something like that. Hold on. Hold on. And just wait. I'm searching it up on a phone. Hold on. Oh wait, hold on. It's that. What did I do before that? No, hold on. Like, wait, is that not fine? So like if I was to, that's fine. That's fine. There's an ant sign. Okay, yeah, just making sure. And texture. Okay, I'm going to write that a little bit better. Texture. Yeah, more or less. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So I am actually going to not follow this checklist step by step. I'm going to correct lines and texture. Okay. All right, I'm having way too much fun with that checklist. All right, so here we are. Okay, first of all, let's correct these lines here, which are these ones. Okay, so yeah, let's correct these right here, just to make sure that all of this looks nice and smooth and professional. There we are. There we are. So yeah, like little bumps on here, right? They're not, like, it depends on the style. Like if it doesn't, it's not helping, but it's not the worst, right? Like that just shows an unsteady hand, which yes, I do have. Like I should try to get rid of them as much as I can, but they're not fatal at the end of the day. What is fatal is stuff like this random debris here, these bits. I need to figure that out. That goes that's supposed to be there. Okay. Yeah, like these like stray lines that make something look genuinely like unfinished, if you will. Like it's not a question of whether it looks good or not, because like it can look good with lines like that, but it doesn't look necessarily finished. It doesn't give off the feeling of a finished and like confident product, right? Which sometimes can be useful, but definitely not in this case. So here. No, I rounded it too much, so that actually is not productive in the slightest. Yeah, so in that case, I think this is fine, and I'll just have to add in the rest of the depth of it through shading, because right now I made this face a little bit too round, to the point where I might also just like consider like, nope. Okay, alright, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, I don't like how round this face looks. But it's way too late now, so... Yeah, you know what? It's fine. It'll be fine. It's not that bad. Alright, yeah, so this line is corrected. Now then, it's time for the eyes. Which are... Oh, not in this folder, is where they are. They're here. I have to figure an editing software for this. Okay. Mm-hmm. Alright. That's good. There's a couple more things, and I think that's fine. Once again, this doesn't necessarily have to be all that, like, perfect looking. Purely because it's, what's it called? Purely because it's hair, technically. So, again, hair is never, like, gonna be a perfect thing. Small fluctuations here, they're fine. What's not fun is when you see speaking of, now that I do think of it, So you see, I never added these lines in for these eyes here. I might do that at some point, or I might forget, who knows. I'm gonna add them here. Yeah, opacity is at 50%. All right, perfect. Okay. Now for the texture. Once again, texture is a mechanical pencil because I like it. Oh, I've got egglets. All right. And now, go up here. I never knew I had this. Midday sky, what does that mean? Okay. Fascinating. Sunset. What is this? I have never used this before. What? What's the point of this? I don't understand. Rainbow. Oh, manga gradient. That's the same thing. Why is that different? What? Okay, but I still distinctly remember there being I don't know how paint works. I've never actually like I did it at one point. There was a time when I like did it for like an art class or something, and then I never actually figured out how it works that well. That does look cool though. Look at these pretties. What's this? Eh. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Okay, I should stop. You know, but like genuinely, where is it? Yeah, remove dust. Yes. It doesn't. This does nothing. What's the point of this tool? Huh? Maybe if I like. Wait, what if I was to go like. Oh, I know what this dust is from. If I was to go like here, and like size up the dust size and like. It works. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh man. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, if it works, I guess. Okay. That took way too long. Alright. Where do I have... Okay, I'm gonna just erase this. And once again, I'm still considering, should I make this a bit smaller? Because I think it's a little bit too large. Where's the hair? There it is. There it is. So if I was to like take this bit off, right? Like that. And I was to here, here. Okay, no, that doesn't look right either. This point might be too high, so like, what if I was to instead go like that, right? I erase this. There it is. Okay. Okay. Yes, these tiny bumps here aren't good. So yeah, that's fine. That's better. Okay. There we are. All right, and now this side. There it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right. Okay. Now I need to ask myself a very serious question. Do these lines matter? Because if they do not, I'll just fill the hair. So remember, basically I spent a lot of time, hold on. I'm not in the right place, okay. I remember last time I spent a ton of, a ton of time just, making the lines on the hair look dynamic and fun. But like, you can't see any of that, so yeah, I'm just gonna see what happens if I was to just purely fill it. So
I'm gonna take this off. That too, I guess. This and then this, right? Wait, why isn't it in this folder? Oh. What? Okay. All right, I'll just purely try and fill it. So, let's see. Noticeable gap here. Actually, just create a gap there. Gap here. Gap here. Gap here. And then, okay, I'll need the face for that. Okay, let me just fill this. First try. Alright, there's these like white spots that I just need to fill in. Okay, so all right. Allow me to just outline that. Outline that. Outline that and that. And that. And that. Speaking of, I still need to do the shirt. I almost forgot about that. Here. Here. Okay. I think it's actually this that's the problem. Yep. I'll fill in the white spots later. Seems to be the issue. Oh, I think this is the issue. think this might be an issue. This is an issue. I guess I'll do that. Don't think those were the main problems. Yep. Okay, that's good. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right, now time to go in and clear all the white spots. Once again, I'm gonna have to have a white outline here. Would you look at that? I missed the spot. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Yep. All right. Now then, these white spots here. This bit, this bit, this bit, this bit. These lines are a little messy, but it's fine because it's messy hair. Back. Okay. Okay. Time to make the highlights. So a little bit too big, I'm gonna be honest. All right. Okay. Now I need to figure out the shirt and
Wait, hold on. Okay. Okay. Well, it's definitely saved a lot of time. Okay. Shirt time. All right. So. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that should prevent the hair from getting in the way. So if I was to put the hair back, right? Ooh, but this is a problem because this here needs to be in front. So what I can do about that
Okay, all right. Mm, oh, that's right. I have a checklist. Hold on. Okay, so checklist. Done. 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 All right. This is why we have the checklist. All right. Okay. So yeah, just a little bit more. Okay, so how should I go about shading this, right? Okay, so there's method one, which is we use the really cool new tool, which does nothing. Does it need to be on top? No. Wait, hold on. If I go here. No. What does this do? Why is it doing that? I don't know how this tool works at all. This is such a weird tool. I don't know what to do with it. All right. Okay. So, I'm just gonna make this 50%. Okay. So here. Make this 50% too. All right, nice. Okay. Now we go kind of around here, around there. No. Okay. What if this? Cut up a little bit of that. No matter. Yeah, actually, that is a good idea. Okay. If I do it right. No, wait, no, hold on. And then fill. Nice. All right. Okay, it's small enough that I don't have to really do much. You see, that's fine. Let me just clean this bit up a little bit. Nice. All right. Yay. And this was actually significantly quicker than last time. Yeah. Okay. So. All right. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.